Greetings, chiropractic assistant. This is Dr. James W. Parker speaking. I want to introduce to you several hours of dynamic listening on chiropractic office procedure and practice building, as well as on success principles, philosophy, and psychology. This album is called the CARE album, C-A-R-E, CARE being the abbreviation for Chiropractic Assistance Recorded Education. This album is designed especially for you, the valued CA or chiropractic assistant. And this side of this record is designed to introduce to you some new ways to be a better CA. As you listen to these recordings, remember that hearing affects the subconscious mind, or innate. Innate inspires, innate executes, innate carries out. Innate is the doer part of the mind. On the other hand, the function of the educated mind is to be informed. We read information to get educated knowledge, while we hear to become inspired, encouraged, motivated, and stimulated, so that we may carry out what the educated mind gets informed about. Educated is the intelligent quotient, or IQ. Innate is the performance quotient, or PQ. Having IQ without PQ is like knowing the way but not going the way, faith without works, thought without action. Much of your training at the Parker School of Practice Building with the new CA textbook, as well as information from SHARE and instruction from your doctor, is designed to inform, to increase your IQ or intelligent quotient. These recordings are designed primarily to increase your PQ or performance quotient. In these recordings, we will cover the correct way to greet patients, extending just the right amount of warmth and friendliness. We will give instruction concerning handling all kinds of patients and channeling them through a regular and proper procedure to help your doctor keep his efficiency at top level. We will give you ideas about keeping records, sending statements, ordering supplies, and of course a great deal of time will be devoted to telephone technique, collection procedure, handling problem patients, and making appointments. These techniques and procedures have been distilled from the vast experience of thousands of doctors and their office staffs from all over the world. They have been tested, retested, and proved effective. They work, so use them. You will find that increased skill in handling all these duties will greatly increase your PQ and give you a new pride in meriting the title CA, or chiropractic assistant. Here at the Parker School of Practice Building, we decided some years ago that the title receptionist just didn't do justice to you girls who play such a vital role in helping doctors and chiropractic all over the world serve more sick people and therefore build and maintain bigger and better practices. The titles registered nurse, medical aid, and dental assistant have become familiar to most people today and seem to denote persons who are specially equipped or trained to fill a particular position, while a receptionist is defined as one employed to greet callers. Now, any girl who has worked in a chiropractic office knows that greeting patients is only a small part of her overall duties. As a chiropractic assistant, you are in a position to stimulate referrals and bring new patients into the office at a fantastic rate. Your role is highly significant in building and maintaining a successful practice. The heavy responsibilities of telephone answering, appointment making, collecting, and handling patients fall upon your shoulders. And these are the things that can actually make or break your doctor's practice. So we decided that all these duties make you a graduate of the Parker Chiropractic Research Foundation, that jewel in the front office, decidedly a chiropractic assistant rather than just a receptionist. You would not be sitting behind your desk today unless your doctor had confidence of your present and potential abilities. Chiropractic is a young and rapidly growing profession. In the years ahead, chiropractic is destined to serve an ever-increasing number of sick people and serve them well. As a chiropractic assistant, you have seen the many wonderful results obtained through chiropractic. So be proud to be a part of the profession. Love your work, CA. Absolutely lose yourself in it. When you walk down the street and someone asks where you work, you can say proudly, "I'm a chiropractic assistant. I work for Dr. James W. Parker." Then you will know you are doing work you enjoy and have mastered the first step toward being completely successful in your job. That is, liking your work, loving your work, losing yourself in it. The aspects of your job that fall into the category of hours, salary, overtime, days off, vacations, etc., are not our immediate concern in this album. But we do suggest, however, that you and your doctor be in complete agreement and have an understanding on these matters. This will leave your mind free so that you may be absorbed in an attitude of complete service and dedication. For as you give to life, so life will give to you. This is especially true in your role as a CA. For as you see sick and suffering patients restored to health and vitality, you will receive an inner glow of satisfaction knowing that you have played a vital role in their return to health. Always remember that you are in a position of considerable influence with the patients who come into your office. It has been said that a patient will seldom go to a doctor's office because of his receptionist, but he will certainly stop going because of her. Getting to know and like people and getting people to know and like you are trump cards in the game of success, an essential part of your role as a CA. You not only make the first impression upon each patient, but you may actually spend more time than the doctor with each patient on each visit. There is the time in the reception room before the patient sees the doctor, after the patient receives an adjustment, while making the next appointment, collecting fees, and writing the receipt, and perhaps as the patient waits for a taxi. So your relationship with each patient must be one of warmth and goodwill. The influence you have upon patients can be a vital asset or a cruel liability to the doctor who hands you a paycheck each week. There is no more effective guide to success in influencing people than the time-tested golden rule, or treat others first the way you hope they will treat you later. A day-to-day practice of this great rule, a day-to-day understanding of the needs and emotions of others, will give you full confidence and greater power in your relationship with each patient. Your most successful pathway to popularity and happiness in your position as a CA is your ability to sense the current of the other person's needs and feelings. Merely getting along with people is not enough. You must give of yourself. Help to build up others so they will become better, stronger, and finer people because of you. Do things for people because of the warm feeling it gives you. This type of dedicated service toward your patients, the deliberate act of making their ego rather than your ego the object of your concern, will enable them to think better of themselves. Then, like bread cast upon the waters, they will think well of you, and your own progress and ever-widening influence with people are bound to follow. The most important single attitude you must possess in your role as a chiropractic assistant is, have faith in the doctor you work for. If you can type 200 words a minute, take shorthand, develop film, and speak 10 different languages, but you feel lukewarm toward chiropractic or the doctor you work for, then you are doing a great injustice to the doctor and the entire profession if you continue your employment. Become aware of the miracles that take place in your office every day. Notice the patients who come in on crutches, for example, are given chiropractic and then walk. The patients who come in feeling discouraged and depressed because they have been told that their pain and suffering is just a condition they will have to learn to live with. Watch them as they regain their health and zest for life when the vital nerve energy is normalized in their sick bodies through your doctor's chiropractic adjustments. These miracles of healing occur daily in chiropractic offices all over the world. Realize the full picture, CA. Know what regaining health means in the life of each patient. Instead of a life of pain, financial adversity, and futility, the patient can go forward to fulfill his mission, talent, and his destiny in life. Be proud of your doctor. Be enthusiastic toward his profession. Radiate this enthusiasm. When a new procedure or technique is introduced, cooperate enthusiastically. Talk it up. Make it a part of your work. Nothing will make you as invaluable to your doctor or employer as an attitude of enthusiastic service, which inspires him and gives him a feeling of accomplishment in his work of healing the sick. And do a full day's work every day. Be on time each morning. Nothing is more disconcerting to a patient than having an early appointment, then having to wait outside until the assistant arrives to open the door. Leave home early enough to make sure you will be on time, especially in bad weather. And avoid the bad habit of dashing out the door the minute your 8 hours are up. When the schedule runs over, your doctor needs you more than ever. Never be disagreeable about having to stay over to help him. In short, take pride in delivering a full day's work every day. NCA, look your part. Years of publicity paid for by the pharmaceutical companies the AMA, and others serving the medical profession have succeeded in establishing a favorable doctor image for the man in white. He is depicted as a dedicated, highly educated, professional savior of mankind who brings healing and tranquility into troubled lives. Consequently, when a patient so indoctrinated enters a chiropractor's office, he expects not only the doctor, but the office and staff to measure up to the standards set by other healing professions. So by all means, dress professionally. Be aware that you are making the first vital impression. Always wear a fresh white uniform completely free of flashy jewelry or decoration. Nothing looks as refreshing and professional as a crisp, well-laundered uniform, but nothing looks as terrible or sloppy as a uniform that has turned yellow, gray, or that has lost all crispness and looks limp and lifeless. A CA identification pin, which can be obtained from Share International by those who have graduated from the Parker School of Practice building, is strikingly good-looking and professionally correct when worn on a white uniform. Also, your CA diploma from the Parker Chiropractic Research Foundation for those who have graduated from the foundation should be properly framed and displayed near your desk. Keep your white shoes polished every day. Wear shoes that are comfortable and look good on your feet. You will be taking countless steps each day, so be good to your feet. No one can maintain a gleaming smile and a pleasant disposition when her feet are screaming from abuse. Keep your makeup at a minimum. Heavy makeup with arched, painted eyebrows, heavy rouge, eyes outlined with pencil, and upswept hairdos may look appealing and appropriate at a model agency, a dance, or for evening wear, but it has no place in a doctor's office. You can look very attractive without looking artificial. You will be working with women patients who are attired in shapeless gowns, devoid of jewelry, shoes, and at times without even their false teeth, which incidentally you always call dentures. This is not the time to try to appear as a glamour girl by comparison. Other grooming faults to avoid are the missing button, hastily pinned over with a piece of jewelry or a safety pin, the slip that insists on showing, the run-over heel, the twisted stocking seam, the chipped nail polish, unpleasant odor from the body or breath. Good grooming is the direct result of conscientious, never-failing attention to the small details, but it pays large dividends in your attractiveness to others, as well as in your own self-confidence, or what we call in the seminar your FCB in PSI. Remember, CA, the way you impress people at your first meeting often determines how they will react to you for a long time to come. Therefore, your greatest single asset in your very first dealings with others is a quick, spontaneous smile. Some years ago, a celebrated business authority taught his salesmen the simple art of instantaneous smiling, and sales went up 50%. He hired a stage director to do the job at a very high cost. But it paid off, for he discovered that when the average person thinks he is smiling, he is actually only smirking. The difference between a smile and a smirk is small. In a smile, the eyes are involved. They smile too, also the heart and the feelings. In a smirk, only the mouth smiles. Smile as you study your face in a mirror. This practice will do you a world of good. You may feel silly at first, but each time you look into the mirror, remind yourself that the other person sees you just as a mirror does. Only he also sees far beneath your skin into your very heart, for it is from your face, more than what you say, that your soul speaks to others. A smile is an excellent silent compliment, a welcome without words, a pleasant attitude in action. A warm, appealing expression brings beauty to your face and into your eyes. It also gives others a feeling of confidence in your sincerity. Smiles are habit-forming. People naturally gravitate toward a person who looks happy and untroubled, and it makes a terrific first impression. When a patient enters the office, whether it is a new patient or one who is there for his 540th adjustment, always acknowledge the fact that you have seen him come in. If you are talking with another patient or on the telephone, look up and smile and make a gesture of welcome with your hand or head, and always make the patient feel important. Never accept his entry with casual indifference. If you are out of the reception room and a patient has come in while you have been away from your desk, always smile and say, "Well, hello there, Mrs. Smith. Have you been waiting long?" You know, of course, that she hasn't been waiting long because you haven't been away from the desk very long. but it makes her feel very important and welcome. Put your patients first. They are your first responsibility. They are the reason you are there. They are the reason your doctor maintains his chiropractic practice. All of your other duties, important though they are, must be worked around your care of your patients. Utilize your charm when you work with your patients, CA. This single quality can capture the heart of each patient and make him feel happier just by being in the same room with you. You set the stage for the atmosphere that fills the reception room. You alone can make it a cheerful, happy, reassuring place. Webster defines charm as a trait or quality that fascinates, any alluring quality to attract irresistibly, to delight exceedingly. Charm is like a warm spring breeze. It is an intangible something you cannot touch or even explain, but you feel warm and happy as it passes by. And when people are sick or in pain, charm can be used at its highest level, for you can give to that patient warm understanding and sympathetic encouragement, sometimes without saying a word. So develop your charm in all aspects, for a CA with this magic quality can be a tremendous asset to a chiropractor and can help him build and maintain a highly successful practice. Paralee Nichols, in her delightful book, Inner Beauty and Outer Charm, outlines 6 personal qualities of the charming woman. Apply these to your own personality with purpose and determination, and your presence will brighten any room. They are, first, the most important quality in the charming woman: she never complains about her own life, no matter how difficult or even tragic it may be. Secondly, she has about her the special glow of health which comes from a healthy mental attitude and regular chiropractic adjustments. Third, she is unfailing in her service to others. Fourth, you find her always busy, but never in a disorganized or rushing manner, and her dependability makes her a sought-after member of any group. Fifth, she is cheerful and possesses a gay sense of humor, which helps in many difficult situations. She has a glow about her that makes you feel warm and happy just by being around her. And sixth, and above all, she has the respect of all who meet her, the esteem of her doctor or employer, and the love of all who know her. Wherever she goes, she is welcome. But don't reserve all your charm and thoughtfulness just for the patients. Be nice to the boss, too. Try to evaluate your doctor's frame of mind each morning. If he obviously has something on his mind, don't greet him with, "Old Mrs. Jones called to complain about her bill, and Mr. Smith is out here again this morning with his bad backache, and it's worse today." Soon the doctor will be wondering why he ever got up that morning. Take as much work and worry off the doctor as possible so he can keep his mind positive and happy as he tries to bring health to his patients each day. Welcome the troubles of your job and use them to advantage. Valuable experience often comes camouflaged as trouble. Instead of running from trouble, say to yourself, "Here comes experience. I can use this." Thus, instead of brooding over your troubles, go out to meet them, lick them, and then store them away for future use and guidance. Learn to apply the art of graciousness, for graciousness is doing ordinary things with extraordinary kindness. It is going out of your way to please others. It is saying nice things to people when they least expect it. It is surprising the other person with thoughtfulness. In a world where it seems many persons go out of their way to look for unkind things to say, for biting remarks to make, a CA who will practice the old art of graciousness can shine out like a beautiful beacon at night. This is especially true when you are dealing with patients who have been ill for some time and may have been in the hospitals, medical clinics, and offices where courtesy and friendliness are often non-existent. Simply think of the nicest thing you can say about the other person, and then say it. In winning patients to your doctor's office, in cultivating their appreciation, in gaining their full confidence, there is no device of mankind which will ever quite come up to the simple quality of being a gracious lady. And full success comes when others can say of you, "I just like her." This is the highest praise you can win. It is the most important image of all. It means that you are approved of for what you mean to the other person. There are no reservations, no ifs, ands, or buts. I just like her. So accentuate your charm, CA, and the world and everyone in it practically belongs to you. And then you can go home at night with the warm and satisfying feeling of a job well done, that all-important and extremely valuable job of being a better chiropractic assistant.